beautiful nature is. Wow, nature.
Oh my God.
I'm on your team, Julia. I'm on your team, bro.
Tone it down, huh? Now I know where the holes came from the wall. God damn, dude. Welcome back, everybody, to another awesome episode of Les Careful Boys. Today we got Jesus in the building. What's up, Jesus? But we also have, a crowd favorite. Everybody, let's give it up for Julia Julia, what's up? What's this hour?
Welcome back.
We're gonna fit in 25
minutes. I don't know. Well, okay, so I think the last time I was here, I was telling you guys that I was like starting to get into hiking.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So.
Wonderful. It's great. And then
I went to Washington for a bachelorette party, and I decided to go a week early so that I could explore the wonderful state of Washington.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself. But I was like staying at a friend's house, like completely different group though. But yeah, and so I was like, all right. I definitely want to go on a hike at least 5 miles because I brought my stupid Hydro Pack. Because I packed my stupid Hydro Pack, I need to at least go on a hike.
What's a Hydro Pack?
It's just like
a backpack water.
With the water.
Hello?
I'm a fucking asshole. Everybody fucking was like, what are you, an idiot?
Yeah.
Jeez. Sorry. He doesn't hike.
I got so furious, dude. I was like, dude, shut up!
It's like, Nate's language is fanny pack, but water into your mouth.
Oh. And you decided to go hiking alone?
Oh, what's your
yeah, I guess that was mistake number 1.
Yeah, you never go alone.
Yeah, see, I was not in that memo of hiking 101 where you always hike with a partner, but I had people know where I was.
Yeah, see, I do that too. I hike alone.
You hike by yourself?
You hike by yourself? I thought that was
but I also hike in more populated areas.
We talking like Runyon?
Hiking by yourself? I think that's called being homeless.
No, not really. I go to Studio City.
Oh.
I always hike armed.
Hike is like nothing intense.
Okay.
And then, Julia?
So I get there and I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm looking at places of where I could hike, and initially I was supposed to hike with my friends, but they were like, oh, we can't do the hike today because we want to take like our sister over, and like she has work later today, and like the amount of time wouldn't work out. And I was like, that's fine, we can do something else. And so because I had all day Sunday, so I arrived Saturday, I had all day Sunday to go on a hike. And I picked out a hike, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna go to Mount Rainier. I'm gonna check out this hike. And I was like, this is a 6.5 mile hike. It's a day hike, and it says it'll take me about like 4 hours to do.
This is why it takes an hour for her to tell the story.
No, I love it.
She has to set it up.
You need the fucking details.
Dude, you jerk.
Joe's like, this is the longest I can pay attention to something.
Oh my God. Do you or do you not want a story?
I want a story. Keep going.
Why don't you play with your comb again?
Thank you so much.
Keep going.
Okay, so I'm driving there, right? And it says it's like 60 miles, right? And like from my friend's house, it said it would take 2 hours, right? I was like, 60 miles, and when you're here in California, it's like 60 miles, like you could probably get it done
nothing.
in like, like an hour, like maybe like an hour 15, right? It said 2 hours to get there. And I was like, what the fuck? Like that's not right? I get there and I know why it's 2 fucking hours, because as soon as like the pavement was gone, I hit gravel. Like I hit like a dirt road. Like there was rocks the size of my head.
2 hours? That's how my family got here in America.
Yep. Paved roads.
Paved roads.
That's why. It slowed you down.
Yeah, it slowed me down, so I was literally like getting there like at 10 miles an hour, and it was like 14 miles of that shit. And then as soon as I get to the trail, it was already like 2 p.m. I know, I left really late.
That's another hiking rule you messed up.
I woke up, okay, look, here's the thing.
Wait, but it was gonna take 4 hours to do the hike. So you were gonna arrive at 2 p.m.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Finish at, okay, let's say you get like 2:30. Like,
but then you still have to come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Driving back is
It's not a wraparound, right? It was like you go for 2 hours and then you have to come back for another 2 hours?
Oh, yikes.
That's a 4 hour hike, boo boo.
Hey, mistakes were made, but okay.
Right?
But this is a great story.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's not a loop. It's just you have a destination, you come back. Go ahead.
We, as in me.
Yeah.
We're interrupting.
We're no, I have nothing to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I get there, and at this point, I know I left late, okay? But the thing is, I woke up early. I just couldn't decide where I wanted to hike that day. So it took me a while.
It's hard.
As you do. Like, what the fuck?
So anyway, so I go on this hike, and I'm like, wow, like this is so beautiful. Like you have to like, the whole theme of like the entire time like that I couldn't stop saying was like, wow, nature. Like, wow,
you gonna show me some beautiful shots?
Yes, I am gonna show you guys some beautiful photos.
You wanna show me how worth it was?
He sounds like an angry dad just hearing the story. What the fuck?
does that have to do with me and my life?
I know. Hold on.
Joe's like, I don't get to interrupt, but everybody else does.
I'm being polite, okay?
I should have used all trails, but I did not. So okay, so here's me at the beginning.
Can you send these photos later so we can we want to share it with our fans.
Yeah.
Just don't go too much left.
There you go. Very good.
That's cool.
And then
Here's me. Okay.
That's a great selfie.
Joe's like, I got photos from Waikiki.
You're very brave to go by yourself, though. I
didn't think so. I thought it was just normal.
No, that's very brave. I wouldn't
Not
do
normal.
that.
Because the dangerous part about it is if a rattlesnake bite you in your ass,
And
there's
a
nobody
serial
else with
killer.
you.
Do you carry a knife or anything on you?
Yeah.
No.
Or if you break your goddamn ankle for not wearing the right shoe.
But she's got her hydro pack.
Julia, I will go.
We can't lecture you anymore, Julia. Just tell us about it.
Look, I'm alive, okay, guys? I'm alive. That is the most important part right now.
I don't want anyone to lecture you anymore.
Look at how fucking beautiful nature is. Wow, nature.
Oh my God.
I'm on your team, Julia. I'm on your team, bro.
Tone it down, eh? Now I know where the holes came from the wall. God damn, dude.
It wasn't for me.
Is this going on Patreon now?
Yeah, but look, so beautiful, so beautiful, okay? So, I'm like walking, and the inner cross-country person in me always like sees
Inner cross country.
Yeah, because for me, I'm just like, yo, these people are having a hard time on this trail. I'm gonna give them a little word of encouragement and be like, yeah, you're doing such a great job. Wow, it's like, wow, great job, guys. Like, you can do it, you know?
Yeah.
On this, like, because
Positive vibes.
yeah, very positive, right? So like, I'm like walking up, and man, my cardio fucking sucks because every time I go up a hill, I take 3 steps. I'm like, I gotta pull over. I gotta like stop.
You haven't been cross country.
No, I haven't for years.
Drinking coffee and just hanging out here eating.
Her mind is cross country, but her
Yeah.
body, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
Okay, so like I like come across like this portion of the trail where I'm like, okay, cool. I see like a little bit of like the lake. You can't really see in
That's
the photo.
beautiful.
Like a little bit of the lake, but here's the thing though, like I have to get all the way over here to this to this like little lookout point.
Why?
Right here, because that is that is where the trail takes me.
that's the final point?
That's where the trail will take
But that
me,
looks like you got a mountain climb to get. He's worried, bro. He's like, oh.
I'm like, girl, I don't know if you. That ain't gonna be no 2 hours.
She doesn't gauge time very well.
It's okay.
That's 2 hours if you don't stop.
It's okay.
Speaking of picking up the pace, let's go 30% less details, and then what happened?
I told you,
need
goddammit.
the details. You need the details. These are important, okay? These are important. Okay, so I see a lake, and I'm like, cool. Wow, this lake is so beautiful, right?
Wow, nature.
And then I get up to the part where it's like a little flat area, and you just see a whole bunch of trees, right? And I was like, wow, this is like so pretty. And then all of a sudden, as I get up there, right, this guy was like, hey, excuse me, can you like take a look at my neck? Like, I got a bug bite. And I was like, sure. And he like leans over and he's like, do you like see a stinger or anything like that? And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I don't really see anything, but like I got ointment if you want, like to help like keep the swelling down and like have the bugs repel away from
That's
me.
tight.
And he was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll take it. And I was like, sure. So I like put some on him, and then he was like, oh yeah, so like what brings you out here? And I was like, oh, I just want to go on a hike. You know, I'm here for a bachelorette party. And as soon as I said that, I was like, fuck, why did I fucking say that shit? And then I was like, oh, I guess I gotta commit to it. And he was like, oh, cool, yeah, like I'm here from like Seattle. And he was like, okay, well, like I'll see you up there. And I was like, okay. And like I'm just chilling in that one area, like taking photos of the trees and everything like that.
But do you have like the little red guy inside your head that's like,
Stranger danger.
All the fucking time.
That's where I pull my knife out.
All the time.
You're brass knucks.
And so I get to the top.
Did you record him?
Oh yeah, he's in this recording. I'll show you. I'll show you.
Oh, smart.
Okay. So I get up to the top, right? And then
Can I see the bug bite?
Huh? No, I don't have a picture of bug bite, but like as soon as I get up there, like he's the first person I see. This is him right here.
Very Jeffrey Dahmer, dude. Look like he has regular clothes on. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Drinking a PBR shit.
That would have been my first fucking like red flag. I was like, dude, why do you have jeans on? What's going on? This is a hike.
This is a 4-hour hike.
where's your hydro pack?
Yeah, dude. Where's your hydro pack? No water?
Why you got a shovel?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
What's going on?
Why are you looking like you're doing construction?
Yes,
Look
sir.
at this view. Look at this view.
What's that syringe for?
Look at this view. Right. So
Pocket of pills? Why?
So I'm at the lookout top where the tower, right? He joins me later and he's like taking photos and he was like, yeah, you know, like apparently like this isn't the end of the trail. And I was like,
Oh,
excuse
here
me?
we go.
Like, how is this not the end of the trail? And 2 other guys overheard that and they're like, what? this is the end of the trail. And he's like, yeah, like it's like those little cliffs over there that like you have to climb because like, yeah. And then so the two guys that like overheard, they're like, we gotta go. And I'm like, yeah, we gotta go.
Oh my God.
It's the fucking principle. I did not fly all the way fucking out here to not complete the hike.
You're hiker Julia now.
Yes, queen. Yes.
So it is kind of rocky, right? And like, so we're all heading in that direction. And this guy like that had the bug bite, his name is Sean. And so I look behind me and he like disappears.
Shammer.
For sure.
So now you're hanging out with the two guys?
Yeah, so I'm following these two guys and then Sean disappears behind me. I'm like, where the fuck did he go? And I was like, Sean? And then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I was just taking photos. And I was like,
he's pooping.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a shit. It's a shit.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, well, like, we'll see you over there, right? And like, I get there, the two guys and I were just hanging out. They're like also Seattle like locals, and they're like, all right, we'll see you later, right? And
So he leaves you alone? So they leave you by yourself?
Yeah. And I'm just like chilling on this cliff, right? And like, I already packed lunch. I was like, perfect. I'm gonna go eat lunch here and everything.
What'd you
right?
pack?
I packed a banh mi. Yeah, I packed a banh mi.
This?
Yeah, the sandwich. Yeah.
You bought this in Seattle?
Yeah. Right, but before I left for my trip.
Takes a bite. Perfect opportunity.
Oh shit, yes.
I feel like we're there with you.
Yeah. So like, I'm like pretty much there for like at least like a good.
I broke a tooth. Go ahead.
40 minutes, but like, yeah, see, look at me. Just eating, being all cute, fucking eating my fucking banh
To
mi.
the camera so they can see.
Yeah, look at that. You know?
That's our OnlyFans right there, dude. Mukbangs.
Right. So
Mukbombers.
I'm enjoying my time, right? And like, I'm at least there for like 40 minutes, and the entire time Sean wasn't even coming up, and I was like, all right, I guess he probably just fucking left, right? And I was like, it's not for everyone, right? So this is like my path back, right? So this is the lookout place. That's the lookout house. That's the lookout house, right?
Whoa!
So I'm walking back, right? And then all of a sudden, I see Sean sitting off to the side near
Just
the lookout
looking out
house.
into the distance?
Yeah. And I was like,
Why?
Sean, like, I thought you left, right? Because he didn't even show up to the cliff part. And he was like, oh yeah, I just felt responsible because I told you that this wasn't the end of the trail and like that was the end of the trail and I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. And I was like,
Then why didn't he go with you?
yeah, so then I was like, all right. Oh, he was saying that he was like too old and shit and like
How old is Sean?
I don't know. I'm guessing he's like probably 31.
What color?
Too old.
Yeah.
Excuse me? 31. Gross. L.
Well, no, he was saying he was too old to climb the fucking rocks.
At 31?
31?
Did you say, bitch, I'm older than you? You think I'm younger?
I think that was a line and you didn't even notice it. He's like, I'm 31, so responsible, I have a house, but I'm so old, dude. I have so much money now because I'm so old and responsible.
The entire time, I was literally on a roller coaster because I just didn't know what to make out. Like, because like, he just seemed like a dude that either he was lonely and looking for friends or he was gonna fucking murder me. Like, I had no idea. And honestly, no hate to this guy, but like, it was just up and down, right? So then after he told me that, like, yeah, I was just like waiting for you, he was like, oh, I also took a picture of you. And I was like,
Weird.
okay. Like in my head, I
And
was
she's
like,
eating a
what
sandwich?
the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like, mouth is full.
Did he show you the picture that he took of you?
Yeah. And he was like, oh yeah, I took a picture of you.
And he airdropped you?
Airdrop, dude.
I don't have an iPhone.
Isn't that an iPhone that you're holding?
No,
That's not an iPhone?
it's not an iPhone.
So what did you do? Text it to you?
Yeah.
So you gave him your number and...
No. And so like if you zoom in closely, that's me right there at the top of the cliff.
Okay, very nice.
That's kind of a cool pic though.
So you had to
did he
give
take
him your
Weird,
number.
but cool.
Yeah, so then he was like, okay, yeah, like, you know, like I can send it to you if you like. And I was like, yeah, sure. And I just keep walking. I didn't really tell him anything. I just was like, not really gonna engage in that subject, right? So I went walking. I'm like, so what are you gonna do now, right? He was like, oh, I'm thinking about like staying here, like watching the sunset.
I live here. Oh, actually, I live here.
And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I'm gonna go because me and nighttime are a big no-no, so I'm leaving, right? And I like make my way, and then he continues to follow me, and I was like, oh, are you not like staying? He was like, I think I could catch the sunset by the lake, and I was like, okay. And then I'm just like walking at this point, and then like I'm getting to know him, like he's been in the Navy for like 11 years.
Okay, this sounds like the plot of Rambo.
Yeah.
It's getting really Rambo right now. I live here I'm gonna fight the soldiers right now.
Yeah, like Navy in 11, like for like 11 years, and I think he's been in like the medical field for like a year or two, but like he wants to like.
Sounds like this guy thinks he's on a date with you.
I have no idea, but look again, I don't want to fucking assume, okay?
But also, I want to know, did he have a chance?
No.
Poor guy.
He doesn't play video games.
Sean, you never stood a chance,
Oh
all
my
right?
goodness.
That picture didn't do a damn thing for me.
Oh my goodness.
Blurry, was out of focus.
The wackest line you can use. Oh, I got a picture of you. This will definitely do it.
His hands shaking.
do you like the picture I took of you far away? That looks-
Oh my goodness.
He was like, yeah, cool, thanks. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no glasses. Oh,
No glasses.
oh boy, oh jeez.
Schamer.
Schamer. My name is Schamer. I mean, Sean, damn it. He talks to himself, damn it, Sean, put it together. Pull it together, Sean.
Yeah.
She's like, go ahead.
Yeah. So then I was like, so I was like, oh, that's cool. And like his family like immigrated over here, like from America and shit, like to America and whatnot. And then I was like, all right, neat, right?
From
and
where?
Then, Sri Lanka.
Oh, he's Sri Lankan.
He's what?
Sri Lankan.
Oh my God, sorry. Can you ask me that again? Maybe I shouldn't disclose so many details about him.
Why not?
Why? Fuck this guy.
I don't fucking know.
Who fucking cares?
What if we go to the back to the trail? He's right there waiting for her. You're back.
Yeah, but the way he went about it was a little creepy. We could all agree, right?
Maybe it's just a
to show
creepy time,
awareness.
an era is all, you know?
And also, as a lady, you gotta keep your fucking head on a swivel. You can't take any chances.
Yeah, you also
Gotta learn
gotta
some
know
jujitsu.
it's either like getting to know you or murder is in their spectrum of like thinking.
And you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. And you've been on JK. You've seen some of these fucking stories we covered. You're.
And also, you didn't have no pepper spray?
No, nothing.
What kind of woman are you?
The one that was just focused on going on a hike?
all right, sorry.
She's really good at running.
Yeah.
There's been many instances where she had to run into a bush and stuff because people were gonna kidnap her.
But the stamina issue, so.
Yeah.
True.
That's
Back
right.
then, she was actually cross country.
And she had her hydro pack,
Right, right.
Yeah.
which will weigh her down.
So anyway, so Sean's from Sri Lanka.
And she just had a sandwich, so you know that would have been. You know.
And his social security number is.
And then what happened?
Sean, you're a cool dude. You're a cool dude. Okay. But
Spoiled the end of the story now.
Continue, sorry.
There's more to the story, dude. She's not done.
dude, we're not even halfway.
Oh my.
That's what I'm telling you.
Part 2, bro. This is a good story.
This is the most flexible I've ever seen him.
Joe, it's gonna pay off, bro.
God damn it!
I'm waiting. All right.
How about the story?
No, this is interesting. Let's go. Let's go.
So we're walking, and I'm like getting to know him, and he gets like to know me just a little bit, but he's not like asking me like super personal questions.
That's
like
good.
all he knows that I'm in LA and I work remotely, but he never know like what exactly I worked in or like where exactly I live. So it was like very casual, and he was like showing me, like he was telling me, he's like, oh yeah, you can probably hike here, or you can probably visit these things, like if you guys are here like for a bachelorette.
Also, you seem genuine.
Giving like suggestions, right? And then like he was like telling me, he's like, you know what's so funny? And I was like, what? And he was like, I don't even like hikes. And I was like, okay, that's like, what are you doing here on a 6.5 mile hike then?
I was about to kill myself.
Shit. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going with.
That escalated
You went there.
quick.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, cause we were mentioning about how he was in the Navy and how he would like travel to different countries and stuff. I know, right? Traveling to different countries. So he was saying that next year he wanted to go to like Iceland, and he also wanted to go to
nice.
Nepal, and he wanted to do the exhibition at Nepal. So
Wow.
he was like building up his stamina for
But he
it.
doesn't like hikes?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, why the fuck would
You want to
say
see the
that?
world, though. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so then we get to the lake, right? And then I was like, all right, cool. Like, so you're gonna stay here and watch the sunset? He was like, actually, it's kind of getting a little dark. Like, and at this point, it's already like, maybe like,
6, 5?
yeah, probably like around 6, right? And he was like, yeah, maybe I should just like, yeah, I'll just walk back with you. And I'm like, all right.
But where's his car?
Huh?
Where's his car?
So we're walking
Probably gonna ask for a ride.
So we're walking through, and he was like, oh yeah, can I get your Instagram, by the way, so I can like send you the photo? And like my brain was just like pending the whole time, because I was like, Instagram. I was like, oh, should I give him my Instagram? Because like I think I was like, I feel like I always get weirded out when people ask me for my Instagram, just in general, because I'm like,
Because you famous.
Because you got a sick
You
following.
know, I gave him my full name, my SSN, my address. Like,
But not my Instagram.
Exactly.
No.
So
I thought you were gonna get comfortable when he says, "Can I follow you back to the car?" I'm like, I would have been like, "No, dude." No, thanks.
10 paces behind, sir.
So like I think like he saw that, and he was like, actually maybe I can just give you my Instagram. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So I like handed my phone, and he like types in his handle. I'm like, okay, cool. And so we're just walking, and then he like cracks his neck.
Like,
right? So, yeah. He's
oh,
like,
that bug bite's gone.
No, he was like, and he was like, oh, right? And like I didn't know what was going on because I was walking in front of him.
Transform into a weirdo.
And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I just cracked my neck." And
Oh shit, it's a full moon tonight?
He was like Steve Urkel. Oh shit. Dude, he was like,
Actually, it's getting kind of dark.
I thought it was gonna be like Steve Urkel turned into Stefan, like, what's up? It just became like a cool guy, like, oh shit, you got sexy at night.
You should have led with that, dude.
Yeah.
Should have led with Stefan.
Stefan, yeah.
Stefan the
dude.
werewolf. Anyways.
And so then like so yeah, like he cracks his neck and then he was like, "Oh yeah, that feels really good." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he's like, "Yeah, but my bug bite is still hurting though." And I was like,
Can you kiss it to make it go away?
"Oh my god, no."
Might need to suck it.
Yeah.
I know, right?
You turned to Stefan for sure.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh, I think I might have like some allergy pills. Like, do you want that?" And then he was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll take it." And so I give him an allergy pill, and he was like, "Wow, you're really prepared." And I was like, "I feel like I kind of have to be if I'm gonna be hiking."
He's like, you're really prepared. Do you have any pepper spray?
No.
Yeah, what else
Or a
you got?
weapon?
Or like a weapon on you.
So then here's the thing. He was saying like, "Oh, the only thing I brought was bear spray." And two things came across my mind. I was like, "Bear spray." And I was like, I never thought I would encounter a bear at a national park, which I probably should have considered. And then the other part would be like, is bear spray like a souped up version of pepper spray? And I'm like, and am I gonna die? Is he gonna spray me? When he said that, and I was like, oh, okay. And so I didn't want to think about it. And I was like, yo, man, like, that's cool. Like, have you ever seen sun bears? And he was like, a sun bear? And I was like, yeah, man, they're like one of the saddest looking creatures on this planet. Like, you should look them up sometime. And
So sad you wouldn't want to spray them.
yeah. And I was like, yeah, sun bears. And he's like, nah, I don't know anything about them. And so then he was saying like, yeah, you know, if I encounter a bear, like, I'm prepared, right? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, yeah, I got a knife too. And he like flashes it on his backpack, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, of course you would, because you were in Navy. And then a part of me was like, oh my God, am I gonna die tonight? I'm gonna die tonight, because he just flashed. Because I was like, the entire time he was doing so well in conversation, and then all of a sudden he tells me about bear spray and showing his knife, and I'm like, this is the end of.
And for you, your biggest distraction for him to do that was a fucking sun bear? He's like, I'm gonna distract his mind. He was like about to pull the gun out, like, you ever heard of sun bear? Sun bear? No, I am not. What do you mean? Talk to me more about this sun bear. He puts it away. He's like, you know what? You're like, she's like, I have a question. You ever heard of a sun bear?
Is it like a Care Bear?
It's just like, you really fucked up my mind.
I also think it's just funny that this guy's just prepared. He has a knife and bear spray, which is totally normal for a hike.
Yeah.
Right.
But can also be used for like murder.
Yeah.
Different kind of prepared.
And instead of being like, yo, I have this just in case because I can protect you, she's like, oh my God, I need protection now. You know what
I don't know, Sean. I know your true intentions, dude. I know what the fuck is up. This is very weird, dude.
No.
Cool guy.
But I didn't want to think that poorly of him, because I was like, no, like these are just like standard things, you know? So like that's why I talked about sun bears, because like I gotta get my mind off of that and like I need to talk about something like a little lighter or whatever. And like
I think that's how hikers flirt. You know?
I have no idea. Either way, I was like, oh my God, why would you like fucking do that? Like I was feeling okay. I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe this is just like a chill dude. And then when you flash the knife, I'm like, oh please. Like,
Yeah, that's like a hiker's pickup line. I have the biggest knife here. That's a big fucking knife.
but he was basically saying like,
The thickest fucking knife I've seen.
I've been flashed 5 times on my way up.
I know, right?
That's the biggest.
Yeah, all right. Oh shit.
but he was basically saying like, I'm not gonna go down with a fight if I fight a bear. And
He's
I was
just
like,
trying to impress you.
That's what it sounds like to me. He's trying to hit on you.
and then I was like,
Trying so hard.
Basic macking.
Or
right?
if I have to, I'll carry you my fucking, on the shoulder.
and what I said, I was like, look, man, if I get attacked by a bear, and if I die, I die. If I live, I live. Like, like that is just like how my life would be.
You made peace? Wow.
Dang, now this guy's got a raging boner, and then what happens?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Get him all hot and bothered, dude.
Yeah. So then, yeah. So we're just like walking. I'm like, okay, I'm not really gonna think about that. Then we talk about dogs, and then we get to the point of this lake again, like at the starting point. And he was like, oh yeah, I even brought a kayak, and I was like, okay.
How did that? He's like, hold on, let me take it out of my ass.
He had it.
He's like, oh, I forgot to tell you the kayak. Fucking
The disassemble.
Holy shit, dude.
So what happened after the kayak?
Well, no, nothing. Like he had, it was in his car, and I was like saying like, oh, maybe you can just go ahead and like kayak into the middle of the lake and walk.
You're trying to get rid of him. You're like, you should go.
Well, like I don't know. I was just like, I don't want to.
You want to keep it cool.
Yeah, keep it cool. So we get to the end of the trail, and he was like, okay, cool. Like, well, like, where's your car? I'll walk you to your car. And I was like, oh,
Nah.
it's that way. And he was like, me too. And I'm like,
No, it's not.
You're like, just kidding, it's that way, huh?
It's in the parking lot.
He goes, me too. I've got 2 cars here.
but he honestly, he honestly did have his car over there. We were like 20 feet away, and then he like just dropped me off in my car, and he was like, "Go."
Wait, so you got in the car with them?
No. I'm saying 20 feet away. Our cars were 20 feet away from each other.
Because you said dropped off.
And I'm like,
So he walked you to your
Oh, okay.
car 20 feet away.
Damn, girl.
So you're just saying, at the end of it, he was just a nice guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is wrong with you? I wanted to hear a worse story.
Hey, Julia, fuck these guys, dude. That was a great story.
No!
These
Come
guys.
on!
I'm ready. I'm ready for the nice story.
I wanted
Thank
some
you.
action!
I did want.
I wanted to be more like fucking shut up! Get in the car!
Hey, sun bears. Sun bears are cool.
Sun bears? No, wait, dude. So I saw a sun bear once. What the hell is wrong with you?
Honestly, I never even knew there was a thing called a sun
Me
bear.
neither.
I feel like I know bears.
And I feel like now that's the perfect out for any conversation.
Sun bears.
Thank you for the most perfect story I've heard.
There's a little bit more to it though. There's a little bit more.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
No, there's a little bit more to it. Yeah, that's
There's a sun bear? Oh, dude.
but you have to see a full body version of them. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I bet it's gonna end with, and he tried to kill me, and then it shuts off, and I'm like, what the fuck? Start with that.
Start with that.
Yeah, no. So I was.
Dude, that was me like when I fucking wake up from a hangover.
That's not. Okay, fine. Fuck the bear. Keep going.
We're running out of time. All right. I'm gonna let you wrap this
All right,
up.
okay.
Yeah. Go.
So basically, I'm like driving away. I get off the gravel. I'm on pavement. My car says I have low tire pressure. I call a friend up, be like, hey, should I pull over or can I make it to my friend's house? And they're like, you should fucking pull over. So I pull over to the gas station. It was just like me and like 2 other cars or whatever. I go in and I try to like get like the air like pump or whatever. Immediately smoke comes out of the tire and it looks like the sidewall was like damaged. So I
Like slashed by a knife that he had.
it was from the gravel.
Damn it!
Oh, Jesus.
You're ruining it!
I know.
I know.
This
Yeah.
whole story sounds like, oh, that's normal.
Yeah, exactly. And then eventually, like there was some random stranger that was cleaning out his car and like he had a bunch of trash bags in the back of his car and he was like, do you need help? And I was like,
And that's the guy that tried to rob you.
yes, I do need help. And so he changed my tire for me and I was like making small talk and I was like, hey, so like what are you doing here? And he was like, oh yeah, me and my buddy were just hanging out but now we're just figuring out what to do. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm assuming you had like plenty of flats in your lifetime. And he was like, yeah, a lot of flat tires. I was like, yeah, but you know, like this is how you change a tire. I was like, cool, well I really appreciate you changing out my tire. Like can I like treat you to a meal or like, you know, give you some money? And he'd be like, yeah, that'd be great. So I was like, cool. I gave him the money and then I was like, by the way, I still have like half a sandwich and some like smushed blueberries. Do you want that? And he was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. And so he like took that and he was like, yeah, have a great night.
It's a barter.
Yeah. And then I was like, hey, that sandwich has a jalapeno. I don't know how your spice tolerance is. And he was like, oh no, man, me and my girlfriend, like I got a Thai girlfriend. We eat spices all the time. And then that was it.
What a great story, Julia. That was great.
That was it.
for me,
Wait.
mostly.
That was it.
Really?
Yeah, that was it. Sorry, maybe
guys,
unsatisfactory, but
Hey guys, be sports. Come on, Kalyne, clap. Joe, clap.
I said I felt like I almost got killed.
Sun bear! Sun bear! Yay!